What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production. In this video, we'll be talking about Izotope Trash 3 coming out soon, TikTok potentially getting banned in the US once again, as well as a great alternative to PITCHMAP. In our first story, Izotope posted something on social media the other day that has everyone foaming at the mouth. So everyone is saying, oh my god, it's going to be Izotope Trash 3. Imagine everyone's thinking that, and it's actually Break Tweaker 2 or Iris 3. People would be pissed. Oh man, I only hope, but I doubt it because they wrote my favorite distortion plugin here. They purposely put that comment in there, so it has to be Trash 3, which is good because Trash is one of the greatest distortions of all time, so it'd be great to see a return of it. Even better if it's actually Trash 3, but they name it Garbage, actually. It's ironic that it's named Trash because it's actually one of the best plugins that Izotope makes. One of the only good ones, actually. It's just a joke, guys. Izotope makes some alright stuff. It has to be it. Like, even without that distortion comment or whatever, I saw the convolve there. It looks like Trash 3 is actually going to have a decent UI because Trash 2 always had a trashy UI. If I had to guess, it's probably going to drop within the next month. If I do a review on it, I don't think they're going to send me a copy. They've been mad at me. They've been mad at me for that Ozone review, but not because of the review, because of some of the things I said in it. I'm not going to say anything in particular. You can probably figure it out by looking at the comments on that video, though. Believe it or not, Trash 2 actually came out in 2012, and 12 years later, it's still one of people's favorite distortion plugins. So it's good to see them coming out with Trash 3, hopefully. My fingers are crossed that they call it Garbage, though. I would really like that. Recently, they had revealed that they cut off support for Trash 2, so that's why people were praying for Trash 3, other than the fact they probably would have been praying for it anyways. I don't know what else they could add to make it different. The UI, I'm guessing, is going to be one of the big changes, but maybe more layers of distortion, more distortion types. Not 100% sure. What do you guys think they're going to add in Trash 3? Well, we're talking about this again. Banning TikTok in the United States? The House Energy and Commerce Committee passed a bipartisan bill last Thursday that may force TikTok to be sold or be banned in the US. That's weird, I'm having deja vu. This hasn't happened before, right? You are not hallucinating. This is not the first time that this has happened, and I doubt it'll be the last time this happens, unless it actually passes. The bill is known as the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act, or PFACA. They may want to shorten that title a little bit. The FBI director testified in front of Congress that the app is a tool of the Chinese government and screams out with national security concerns. The concern is that the Chinese Communist Party may use it as a tool to influence US politics by pushing content that supports their agendas or by collecting data of American users. Obviously, TikTok has denied these claims, but let's be honest, they would deny it whether or not it's true. There's some interesting hypocrisy here because Joe Biden's 2024 campaign joined TikTok recently. I looked it up. He actually has a TikTok. It's mostly self-promo and bashing Trump. He follows 0 people too, by the way. Who does this guy think he is? Yeah, basically the equivalent to, hello fellow kids, I'm glad to be on the Facebooks. What does this thing do again? Meanwhile, he has stated that if this bill reaches his desk, he will sign it. I get it though. It's basically a case of, if you can't beat him, join him. But if you can beat him later on, then beat him. This gives the president power to designate social media platforms considered a national security threat. If it is deemed to be a threat, it is banned from app and web hosting services unless they cut all ties with the foreign adversarial countries within 180 days. The bill doesn't mention TikTok directly, but they might as well, because they're basically pointing at them and saying, yeah, just like that guy standing over there, we need to get him out of here. Get out of here, guy, whose name I don't know. The bill passed the first round of voting in the House Energy and Commerce Committee, but it's still far from becoming a law. It still needs to be debated and voted on in the House floor, and if it makes it past that, it's going to go to the Senate, where once again it is voted on. And if it makes it past all of that, the president will have a chance to vote on it. Luckily, he said that he would vote yes. Hopefully he remembers what it is, if he ever knew what it was to begin with. I believe part of the reason they want to do this has to do with the level of access that TikTok has on your phone. It seems to request a lot more access than any other social media app, and that has been one of the reasons in the past. I personally don't care if TikTok gets banned, not because I barely use it, but it has brought up a lot of gimmicks in social media marketing. Now this part is where it gets flat out amazing. TikTok has responded to this by running ads to their users that they should contact their congressman saying that they don't like this bill. Let me recap this here for you. In response to TikTok potentially getting banned for having the ability to sway US politics, they are urging their users to sway US politics. In our next story, we actually have a good plugin, or a plugin that already exists but at a much more affordable price. Which is weird because on this channel lately, I feel like all we've been doing is shitting on plugins. For once, we're actually congratulating them. This is CHROMA, a harmonic sweetener by Zenith Audio and NASCO. It's essentially PITCHMAP, but check this out. It's only $40. From what I could tell, that's not just a sale, it's just $40 all the time. PITCHMAP is $149. No thanks, I don't need help finding a dealer. This is good news. And to top it off, this UI looks much cleaner. While PITCHMAP is essentially like operating a space station, meanwhile, CHROMA is like operating, I can't even think of a simile. That is simple. There's very few controls there, yet it does what you want it to do. For those of you that don't already know what PITCHMAP or CHROMA do, it is a harmonic sweetener. It snaps any audio to a specified scale. It has a color knob that you can push past 100 to get a colorful decay tail. It has a zero latency and a high quality mode. It works with polyphonic samples, and you can alter the keys listed in case the scale you want is not listed there. They claim it has a special sauce for reducing filter tails and preserving transients. Well. I guess PITCHMAP is gonna have to edit their website. The only bad news I have about this one is there does not appear to be a trial, but it is for only $40, and the demo looks promising. So just remember guys, when you say I am a hater and all I do is hate on everything, not hating on this. There's no reason to hate on this. No criticism to be had here. Only thing is no trial, but $40. So here is NASCO's video of it. In this video, he showcases the sounds after he added CHROMA to it and before. So we're gonna play the after first. This is basically the equivalent to that South Park episode where Randy turns up the auto-tune button and he just turns himself into Lord. Completely atonal, up sounding. Once you turn it back on though, I'm not trying to glaze this here. They're doing all the glazing already. I can just point it out, all right? That's it for this episode of WNN. If you enjoyed it, press the like button, subscribe if you're new. For every person who presses a like button on this video, I will personally do your taxes. I 100% mean that. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below. If you want to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content as well as other goodies. I'll see you guys next time.
Bang Incorporated.